Hello everyone, today I'm going to be trying Indian snacks for the first time. But before I start this video, I just want to throw out a quick disclaimer. I was looking at my channel analytics the other day, and it turns out that 85% of my viewers are not subscribed, so please, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. As I'm recording this video right now, I'm almost at 900 subscribers, so please make sure to subscribe because next Friday, I'm hoping to upload my 900 subscriber special where I'm planning to try some exotic jerkies. Anyways, now back to the video. I was doing some research and I found some really interesting Indian snacks to try, so let's head over to the Indian market now. I just got back from the Indian market and look at this huge mound of snacks I got. I can't wait to try them all. The first thing I'm going to be trying is this box of samosas. These were some complimentary samosas because we ended up spending over $50 because for every $50 you get a box of free samosas. So let's try this. Wow, those samosas are good. The outside is wonderfully crunchy and not too greasy, and inside it has a wonderful curry flavor. It's extremely aromatic, and I love all the spices in there. Those are some great samosas. Before we continue on, I wanted to throw out a quick disclaimer because I'm probably going to pronounce most of these things wrong. Next, I'm going to be trying what I believe to be pronounced maruku, and this is just a fried snack. It's made with rice flour, cumin seeds, and chili, so I'm excited to try this. Wow, I love that maruku. It is wonderfully light and crispy, and I love the kick and bite from the cumin seeds, and it's a really unique snack. You will definitely love this if you like sort of spicy, sort of curry flavored things, because these are delicious. The next snack I'm going to be trying is called chikali, and it's very similar to maruku, but I've heard that it's a little bit less spicy, and it's very similar in the terms of the ingredients, so let's give it a taste. And I love the taste of the chikali. The main difference I notice is that it's way more crunchy, which I love, and I also like that it has a little bit more of a strong curry flavor. The other one was just kind of spicy, but this one I can definitely taste a lot more curry and sort of spices, and I really enjoy it. Next, I'm going to be trying patisa, which is a flaky pastry that's made with almonds and pistachios, so let's give it a taste. Wow, this patisa is incredible. It is incredibly flaky. There's just so many layers and it really melts in your mouth. And I just love the crunch of the nuts on top, but be warned, it is very sugary but super delicious. Next, I'm going to be trying jalebi, and I know that this is a very popular Indian dessert. I've never tried it before, but I've seen it a lot. So let's give this a taste. It is some maida flour that is basically rolled out into a dough, and it's fried and then covered in sugar syrup. And you know, I'm not really a big fan of this. For me, the dough doesn't really have that much flavor. It's very light and airy, but it really soaks up a ton of grease. And I also think that it's just way too sweet because the sugar syrup doesn't have that much flavor. I think it would be good if it had some other flavor, but really it's just like melted sugar. Next, I'm going to be trying these packaged maruku. I forgot to mention earlier that all those other snacks were made fresh at Lakshmi Bazaar, which was the Indian market I went to, but I'm interested to see how these packaged snacks are going to compare. I forgot to mention that in different regions of India, they have different style of snacks, so these are specifically South Indian snacks to maruku, so I'm really curious to try this to see how it is compared to the other maruku, because I love the other maruku, and these seem pretty similar, although I don't see any cumin seeds, which is very common. I only see chili powder, but I'm still excited to try this. And you know, these Maruku are delicious as well. However, I do prefer the ones at Lakshmi Bazaar a little bit better, the ones that are made fresh, because these I think are a little bit more mild. They're not quite as spicy, not quite as flavorful, but I definitely recommend these if you can't really handle spicy foods, because the other ones were a little bit on the spicy side. I'd say they were a mild to medium, and these are definitely a mild. Next, I'm going to be trying katamisa, and I'm really not super excited about this. This is a very popular snack in India. However, it does have peanuts, which I cannot stand. But let's try it. Maybe it'll be okay because there's a lot of other flavors going on. And you know, I'm really not that big of a fan of it because I don't like the peanuts, but I do think I'll like it if I don't eat it with the peanuts because the other flavors are really nice in there. Yep, it's nice and sweet and has a wonderful curry flavor, and I love the crunch of the green peas and the crisp from all the little noodles, and yeah, it's really pleasant, but I just really didn't like the peanuts in there, but other than that, this is a really wonderful snack for me. Next, I'm going to be trying these bundi, which are fried chickpea flour puffs. Alright, let's go ahead and try our bundi. And you know, these are pretty delicious. They don't have a lot of flavor. They just remind me of some fried crispy bits. They don't have that much of a chickpea flavor, but I think they're really delicious. And I do think these would be great in a salad. They would just add some crunch. And yeah, these are really nice. But to eat straight, I really don't know. Next, I'm going to be trying these cheese slings. And honestly, the smell sort of reminds me of buttery Cheez-Its. Let's give these cheese slings a taste. And you know, these are really delicious. They remind me of a more mildly flavored Cheez-It. It's almost like a combination of a Cheez-It and a saltine cracker, and they're really light and airy. I think these would go great with soup, especially clam chowder. These are really delicious. Next, I'm going to be trying these chili chatak lacha, which are chili flavored potato sticks. And you know, these look really interesting. They almost look like little fries, and they have a wonderfully aromatic smell from all the chilies, and I'm really excited to try these. Here it goes. Chili chatak lacha. And I absolutely adore these. These remind me of the crunchy fries that you sometimes get at the very bottom of your fries when you get them from a fast food restaurant. They're wonderfully crunchy, and I just love the chili flavor. It is also made with some mango powder, which really adds a nice ting, and I absolutely adore these. They're everything you want in a snack. Crispy, salty, sweet, a little bit sour. These are amazing. Next, I'm going to be trying these aloo bhuja, which are spicy potato noodles. I'm curious to see how these aloo bhuja are because they're very small, and I wonder how much flavor is actually in these. Here it goes, aloo bhuja. Wow, these aloo bhuja are amazing. I love the light crispiness, and they're really flavorful even though they're not very many. They're really strong in flavor and concentrated, nice and salty, and I definitely taste all the different spices in there, and this makes a great snack. Now I'm going to be trying these thin sev. These are very similar to the bhuja. The only difference is that it's made out of chickpea flour instead of potatoes. Now let's give these a sniff now. And you know, I don't really have high hopes for these. These don't smell quite as flavorful as the aloo bhuja, and they definitely smell very greasy. Here it goes, thin sev. And you know, I'm not really a big fan of these thin sev. They don't have that much flavor. It just kind of tastes like grease, not really much salt or any other spices. So this I definitely think is a case of getting the wrong brand. This just doesn't taste like something that's supposed to be eaten, but who knows. Next, I'm going to be trying these dal biji, which is a mix of crispy noodles and lentils. This already seems so much more promising than the sev. It has that wonderfully spicy sort of tangy scent to it, and I can't wait to try this because I've been loving all these little noodle snacks. By far, this dal biji is my favorite packaged snack. I love the light crispy crunch from the lentils. I also really enjoy the taste of the lentils, and this is quite spicy. Definitely more spicy than others, and this has the most flavor out of all the packaged snacks, so I definitely recommend this. Now to move on to some of our sweeter snacks. These are Good Days, so these are biscuits. These smell like some sweet sugar cookies, and I'm just going to give it a dunk in a little bit of chai that I made earlier. I think this will taste delicious. Oh my gosh, I already adore these. They're really rich and buttery, and they go perfect in that chai. The chai just adds some nice flavor to this because on its own, this cookie is quite mild, but with the chai, this is just heaven. Next, I'm going to be trying these Burbon, which are chocolate cream biscuits. And this just looks like 2 cookies sandwiched with a little bit of chocolate filling in the middle and with a little bit of sugar on top. And this just smells like a nice chocolate cookie, so let's give it a taste. And you know, for me, this is pretty good. However, I must warn you, it doesn't taste that chocolatey. It does have a little bit of an artificial chocolate taste, but I love the light, crispy wafer, and the inside is wonderfully sweet. So for me, I enjoy this, but I know a lot of people might not like this. If you don't like artificial chocolate, definitely avoid this. But if you don't mind artificial flavors, you'll probably enjoy this. Next, I'm going to be trying these Parlay Cookies. This is the Parlay cookie. I love the size of these. These are nice and small, and they really could be 1-biters. And again, I'm gonna give it a little dunk in our chai. And you know, I enjoy these Parlay cookies. These are perfect because they're not too sweet. They go really well with that chai tea. Now let's try these Treat chocolate cream wafers. And you know, this really reminds me of Inside Out Kit Kat. I definitely see that it's filled with chocolate, but it's mostly wafer compared to where a Kit Kat is mostly chocolate. Let's give this a taste. Wow, I love this. This is exactly like an Inside Out Kit Kat. Very similar in terms of the wafer flavor, and it's just filled with luscious milk sweet chocolate, and I love this. Next, let's try these Choco Sandwich cookies. Some of you might be wondering why Cadbury is so popular in India, and it's because Cadbury is popular in Britain, and Britain used to control India. But anyways, enough of that history, let's just try this cookie. And you know, I'm really not that big of a fan of this. I think the chocolate flavor is too mild. It's very sweet, and it doesn't really have that rich of a chocolate flavor. And honestly, the cookie part is kind of dry, but it does remind me of the British snacks I tried not too long ago. Now let's try these chocolate Parlay cream biscuits. And these already smell better than the Cadbury biscuits. These just smell way more chocolatey, and I definitely smell a little butter as well. Let's see how this compares. Again, this has a little bit of artificial chocolate flavor. It doesn't entirely taste like real chocolate. Like I said, I don't mind that flavor, and I really like it with that light, crispy wafer. These are delicious. Next, I'm going to be trying this Cadbury Fruit Nut Bar, which is very popular in India. Let's give this a taste. And you know, this is a pretty good candy bar. It's nice and sweet, almost too sweet, especially with the chew of the raisins in there. It's a bit too much for me, but I do think the almonds balance this out, so if you like sweet candy bars, you will enjoy this. Now let's try this twirl bar. I'm really not sure what it is. This chocolate twirl bar really reminds me of the Cadbury fingers I had in my British snacks taste test video. This definitely just looks like a giant version of this, so let's see how this is. I definitely enjoyed those Cadbury fingers when I tried the British snacks. And you know, that's just alright for me. I thought there would be a cookie in it because that was sort of the shape, but the shape was quite misleading. Honestly, it's just like a little bar of milk chocolate, so if you enjoy Cadbury chocolate, you'll like it. But for me, that's just a little bit too sweet. I finally made it to the end of this pile of snacks, and the last thing to try is this Cadbury Flake Bar, and it says on there that it's the crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate you'll ever taste. Wow, this looks amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. Do you see all those layers in the chocolate? That is just incredible. Let's see what wonderful experience awaits us. And you know, that's my favorite candy bar out of all of them. I just love the mild sweetness. It's not quite as sweet as the other ones, and I think it is incredibly flaky. Like how they even get that texture. There's just so many layers, and it's a lot going on, which I love. And that does it for American Tries Indian Snacks for the first time. I had a really fun time trying all these different snacks. I do think they're very unique, and I definitely recommend some of them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.